Yo ho ho, no bottle sake. How's it going, my fellow Homo sapiens? This your boy Uzumaki Hadou, and today I'm coming at you with a new archetype, a Korean exclusive that has came out in the Crash of the Rebellions, and it's called the Burgesstoma. I believe that's how you pronounce the name. Now, this archetype is actually really interesting because we haven't actually seen a lot of archetypes like this. We've seen some monsters in the past that was traps. However, we haven't seen a full-out archetype that is traps like this. And this is really, really fascinating. Now, these Burgesstomas have 5 cards in all, and I believe 4 of them are traps, and 1 of them is a sea monster. So the first trap monster we have up today is Burgesstoma Nekyia, and its effect is target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Change it to face-down defense position. When a trap card on the field is activated, while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card as a normal monster, Aqua, Water, level 2, attack 1200 and 0 defense. This card is not treated as a trap card. If this card is summoned this way, it is unaffected by monster effects. Also, banish it when this card leaves the field. So, wow, that's actually amazing. That's just like a Book of Moon. That's like having 3 Book of Moons in the deck. Actually, 4, because you can have Book of Moon itself in the deck. Now, one thing I really found interesting about this card is when a trap card is activated on the field, you can special summon this monster, this trap card out the graveyard into your monster zone, and it's not treated as a trap card. So I believe things like Word Decree is not going to affect this card. Not just that, it has the built-in effect that it is unaffected by monster effects. Now, one thing we know about Yu-Gi-Oh! Today is a lot of monsters has a lot of effects. They blow something up, they take your opponent monster, and this one right here is not affected, so that's really, really nice. Next up, we have Burgesstoma Hallucinogenia, and its effects reads: target 1 face-up monster on the field. Its attack and defense is halved until the end of the turn. When this card is in your graveyard and a trap card is activated, you can special summon this card from your graveyard as a normal monster, Aqua, Water, level 2. So same as the other trap monster. Not just that, it's not treated as a trap as long as it's special summoned this way. And once again, it has the effect of being unaffected by your opponent monster effects. So this is going to be very interesting for a simple reason. You can have these monsters in your graveyard. Your opponent can play something like Mirror Force, and these puppies is going to be able to special summon themselves out the graveyard. They can play something like Compulse, some form of a trap card. You could play a trap card, and these monsters is going to special summon themselves out the graveyard, but they're banished once they leave the field. Next up, we have Burgesstoma Orinoids, and its effect reads: target 1 spell or trap card on the field and destroy it. When a trap card on the field is activated while this card is in your graveyard, so same as all the other monsters, when it's in the graveyard, a trap card activates, you can special summon this monster or this trap card out your graveyard in your monster zone. And once again, it's not treated as a trap and it's unaffected by your opponent monster effects. So the cool thing about this one is it blows up a spell and trap card. I like that. I like that a lot. Now we have Burgesstoma Nekyia. Now, I really like this one here because this one is really awesome. Discard 1 Burgesstoma card, then draw 2 cards. And the rest of the effects is basically the same. When it's in the graveyard, a trap card is activated, you can special summon this monster or this trap card from your graveyard in your monster zone. Is no longer treated as a trap and is unaffected by your opponent monster effects. So this one here I feel is really strong for a simple reason. You're going to be able to discard 1 of those trap cards or a Burgesstoma card and then draw 2 cards. So it's definitely going to speed this deck up just a little. And finally, we have a Burgesstoma Anomalocaris. Oh man, that's a rough name to pronounce. Okay, so this one here is really, really awesome. To me personally, I like the art. It looks pretty badass. So let's go ahead and hop right into its effect and what's the requirements for this card. So it's a generic card. You need 3 or more level 2 monsters. This card is unaffected by monster effects. Once per turn, if a trap card or trap cards is sent from your spell and trap card zone to the graveyard, you can activate the top card of your deck, and if it's a trap, you can add it to your hand. Otherwise, send it to the graveyard. Nice, nice. Once per turn during either player's turn, if this card has a trap card as a XYZ material, you can detach one XYZ material from this card, target one card on the field, and destroy it. Wow. Now that is impressive. Now overall, I'm really liking this archetype. It looks like it's going to be fun. I don't think that this archetype is nowhere near tournament ready. I think that you're going to be able to splash some of these cards in other decks. I do believe there's other trap cards that's kind of like monsters that might actually work with these cards. I would like to see more support for this deck because this archetype really seems fun. I'm really liking where they're going with this. But that's all I got for you today. If I left something out, please let me know in the comment box below. Please rate, subscribe, and comment. It really helps the channel. Thanks for watching. Matane.